We're gonna be hitting the road and going to the Columbus Fishing Expo, and I'm really looking forward to this. This is gonna be a whole lot of fun. We got some snow starting, so this might be a little bit of an interesting commute. Well, guys, here's the plan. I'm waiting on the address for the Airbnb from Zach over at Dark Horse Tackle. I know about where I'm going. I know about the neighborhood. So I got a pin set right there. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna send it. I'm looking forward, this is gonna be a great time. Last year we did this, the expo, and it was unbelievable. We did a live show recording at a local bar called Old Fields. We had such a good time. This is gonna be a little bit of a different animal. We're gonna be all over the floor of the expo, and I'm gonna try to vlog the entire weekend. We'll see what happens, but let's go, let's hit the road. Got myself a fantastic cup of coffee. I'm on the road. I left with just over a half tank of gas. So I'm thinking I'll probably be stopping somewhere in New York to top off and probably check the plumbing. So Columbus Fishing Expo this weekend. Last minute change of schedule. Plans changed, events were canceled, so we're going for it, and we're supposed to get about 5 inches of snow in western Massachusetts. We're going to be recording some content on the expo floor. Joe and I are planning to record at least one segment of the show. Jigs and big stuff, obviously, but we've got some whole angler content on there, the Catch podcast, because it's all a big group of homies just making content out of the Dark Horse booth. Which, by the way, if you were at the Columbus Expo last year and thought that the booth that Dark Horse Tackle had there was large, it's increased by at least 50%. So it's almost like a little shopping mall of boutique, locally made, sourced tackle for you guys to kind of go crazy for. From what I understand, there's an entire display now of Jigmasters, like everything. So if you want to get some Jigmaster stuff and you're nearby the Ohio area, get your sweet ass to the Columbus Fishing Expo Friday, Saturday, or Sunday and load up at the Dark Horse Tackle booth. Alrighty, guys, so I've been on the road now. It is just about 2 o'clock. Got a little ways to go. It was real sketchy going through the Berkshires, and really until I got to about Syracuse in upstate New York, it was real sketchy. Like, I'm talking 4-wheel drive on the highway, on truckers doing some jackassery. I didn't record a whole lot for stuff there because I was kind of white knuckling it on the way out this way, but things have gotten much better, and yeah, we'll see when we get to Columbus at the Airbnb. Well, guys, here I was rounding out the very end of my trip, and you can see I've only got a few more miles to go. But as I rolled into town, this song popped up on my Spotify playlist, and it would prove to be just a banger that seemed to go throughout the entire weekend. You'll see that later in the video. But we started rolling into town, and we'll let it go from there at the Airbnb. Well, we made it. We're here. I'm gonna grab my backpack and a couple of things and run in, and then we'll get unpacked. But we made it, and it's still kind of light out. That's amazing. Okay, we made it to the Airbnb. It looks like I'm the first one here, and we'll just have to see what develops, but I'll give you a tour so far. So I'm not going to bother bringing you guys upstairs just yet, but I'll show you what we're dealing with downstairs. Walk right in. We got a little living room. Nice little setup right here. You can totally tell this house and all the other ones near on this block were used as college housing at one point or another. This doorway here goes out to this small little porch out front. It's got a little grill set up and some plastic, patio chairs. Two different kinds of blind here. Significantly wider one, and then, the classic right here. You can totally tell this is set up for like college housing. Nice little living room right here. This is kind of cool because there's plenty of open space. We can move chairs in and do what we got to do. A little dining area right here, which will, do the job. Probably going to be a saloon with a bunch of beer bottles and glassware and stuff. A couple soft spots in the floor. And we go in here and we got the kitchen. And here's the light for the kitchen. Small galley kitchen. It'll definitely do the job. I don't know how much cooking we're actually going to do tonight. I'm glad there's a coffee maker here and big sink. Clean up our freaking mess. And then I believe this is the back door. Yeah, to go outside. And yeah, 100%. You can tell all day that this is for college housing. Let's take a look at some of the bedrooms right here. I came in a few moments ago and made sure that the plumbing works properly, and it does. Everything here works great. We got a couple of bedrooms right here. One of them, this is how it is with the boys. Everybody's gonna be passed the fuck out. There's a closet. It's a big closet. And the other bedroom, this guy right here, will definitely do the job. Another closet. Boom. So part of me wants to grab this room or the other bedroom right there, just so I don't have to go too far to get to the bathroom in the middle of the night to take a leak and get lost in the dark. It happens. That's what happens when you become an old man. So I'm out here getting some stuff out of my truck, and I don't know if you guys can see the trash on the sidewalk here. It's a bottle of Faygo. Whoop whoop. I'm the only one here right now, so cheers, bitches. A little Woodford. And that would only be the first of many glasses of whiskey that night. Everybody eventually rolled in after the booth was all set up, and as my usual tradition, I decided to treat everybody to pizza. So I ordered a bunch of pizzas, one of which was, of course, the Buffalo Nonsense that was sort of made famous from everybody's favorite ginger chode, Pat Martin, on the Jigs and Bigs podcast. Yeah, he was explaining what the pineapple nonsense was all about, so we bought that. Handful of other pies, including some gluten-free ones to, compensate for everybody's dietary needs. We ended up calling it a night pretty late. It was about 2 a.m. when we eventually all had headed back to our respective bedrooms, and it was an early day at the expo, bright and early the next morning. Well, I probably should have recorded some of the setup here. We were up pretty late last night. We put a dent into multiple bottles of bourbon, and we were just kind of catching up, doing some stuff, talking strategy. So I'm going to walk you guys through and show you what we're doing at the Columbus Expo. All right, so starting off, this is the booth that we're working with right here. We've got Dark Horse Tackle over here to one side of us. And we have NBD Fishing Inc. over here. We're talking about doing some guest spots over there. They're a guide service out of West Virginia. But yeah, so we got a nice little setup. We got the screen going. We're displaying a bunch of different, promotional videos and stuff, and Kind of to squish some things together to make it work, but it works, and we're happy with it. So we'll go over here into the Dark Horse booth. It's more real estate than they had last year. I mean, it's pretty full, and I like having the open end over here. It's nice. It's a good setup. But check this out. Look at this. Got all our Vector stuff right over here. A bunch of Picasso stuff. Your bitters, swimmers, your bass dope. Remember that 5-pounder I caught in December? It was off one of those. We've got HH Custom, Somatis, Arsenal. Look at all the jig head, or all of the Jigmaster stuff. Tons and tons of baits. Some of these Riot Tantrums that I like so much. All kinds of great stuff going on here. Some Magnum. We got some Magnum baits in here. We got some beef craws available. So beef craws at the Columbus Expo. That's awesome. Fisher dye, plastics. I mean, we've got so much stuff over here. It's just freaking awesome. We go over to here, some hard baits, more plastics on the bottom. We got some great stuff, man. Some really good stuff from Stoneman, from Dark Corner. I think we got some A-Bay stuff lying around in here. We've got these Anthem. Like, if you like a Whopper Plopper, step up your game. Step up your game. Things look really good. And doors are just opening now. People are starting to filter in, so we'll see what happens. Mike Iaconelli is the first presenter over at the Hog Trough stage, so we'll see. Maybe we can sneak a little bit of footage of that and see what he's got to say. But whatever he's got to say, I'm sure it's going to be loud. Then we got our friends at Cheegan on the backside. We'll visit those guys too. So what happens when you're at the expo and you don't eat breakfast before you go to the booth? You end up going and buying a Fat Daddy.
I yell big one at every fish. 2.5 pounder, big one. Guys, I live in Philly. It's worse than the Ohio River. Trust me, it's terrible. But in all reality, listen, that shape, and that's just the 7-inch. We're going to talk about some bases go up to 12 inches, whatever. We'll talk about size in a second. That shape of that big bait, aimlessly swimming, with claws, that fish crawling through it, it attracts a bigger, greater fish, almost every time. So,
all right, guys, Jigs and Bigs here, recording live on location at the Columbus Fishing Expo. And what a guest to join me as we get things started. I got the one and only Drew Gregory on. Drew, you know, last night, remember that interview we did on our show? We talked about those rules changes.
Dude Pride.
Good time.
Dude, this is so cool. Like, Bobby has his whole setup here. We're in his Jigs and Bigs booth here, and that little intro at the beginning, that pumps me up.
Dude, this is stressful. So, like I was saying before we got in this, I'm very stressed with all the stuff that's happening, and I don't know. I don't know how it makes me feel. It makes me feel odd. I like when we just go on and I just hit record and we're done. It's great.
Yeah, but then Bobby pulled in the Roadcaster. He created that intro like in 5 minutes. I sat here and watched him do it live, dude.
This is awesome.
This is probably going to be the best sounding episode we've ever done. Because we got mics, we got a freaking mixer, we got a computer.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely will be, but again, I'm stressed out. I don't know how to feel.
It's a lot. There's a lot going on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people passing by. You got
I don't
people
care
on your
about
right,
them.
people on your left. You got all the electronics in front of you. You got the TV screen going on behind you. It's like over Stimmy 100.
Yeah, dude, I feel like I just need to. No, I was going to say something. I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
Because I want to say it, but I'm.
What's up, everybody? Wolf of Walmart out here at the Dark Horse Tackle Booth. It is getting busy fast. It is Friday. We are in Columbus, Ohio. We are having an absolute blast already. People coming through, grabbing baits, talking fishing all day long. Over here, speaking of talking fishing, we got the media booth. We got the boys, Jigs and Bigs, Bobby Rose Beef. Who the fuck is Joe Brown? They already got somebody in the seat. It is happening. So come on out here, stop by. We're right dead center of the expo. Say what up. What's up, Antine? Say what up. And don't forget, Bobby Wasabi, and holler at your boy. Oh, one more thing. Let's run. So the Dark Horse Tackle Booth, the Achigan boys are right behind us. So if you're looking for anything, we are right here, dead center of the expo. Everything you could possibly need right here on this corner. Have a nice day. I don't know how to stop these things. I never know how to stop these things.
Now, only the real Jigs and Bigs hardcore listeners will know who this guy is. By the way, this is some amazing coffee. Danny from Brazzolo, thanks for dropping that off. And here we are after the day one, having some tacos. And then that's when things got weird. We went over to Oldfields, where we did the live show last year. That's me, and that's Eli. He's one of the Dark Horse Pro Staff team. Oh, it's Who the Fuck is Joe Brown rocking the stash with a hat to match. Everybody! Just hanging out here in Oldfields. We had to get a shot and a couple of beers to just kind of commemorate last year's amazing. I got the one and only, the Eli self right here. Eli's hanging out. We're gonna record some stuff later. Okay, we're gonna record some stuff tomorrow, and we'll see you guys in a bit.
Let it be, let it be.
Bobby's not gonna outcast me tonight.
You guys don't understand the shit I do.
Are you not entertained?
God damn it. God damn it.
1, 2, 3, go!
What is that? That's gross.
Diet Coke.
What just happened?
That was the move.
I'm so fucking
What's that?
What the fuck just happened?
I don't know. Why did we? I think Dave's still in there. And why did he? Why? He said we had a.
Alrighty, guys. Bobby Roast Beef here. We are in it at the Columbus Fishing Expo. It's day number 2. Last night was insane. Last night was bananas, and I don't think we learned our lesson because apparently there's a little after party tonight with the crew, Josh Franco and the Achigan folks. We're gonna go back to Oldfields because we can't get enough, and we're stupid, and we're gonna tie one on over there. So it should be kind of interesting. But rough morning today, waking up, man. Again, I was up way too late. Did get some sleep, slept in a little bit more, which was good, and got to the show late. There was kind of an adventure here, but we got Josh in the booth right now, fueling up because it's been busy. It's been crazy, right?
It's fast.
You know what? Oh yeah.
It's loud.
I'm gonna put this right over here.
It's confusing.
Oh yeah.
We're in a daze.
Oh yeah.
We're in survival mode.
And you know you're in a pure Dark Horse tackle.
I'm in the booth. I'm in the booth.
You're in the booth.
But I'm also in the booth.
It has been insane. It has been
absolutely
crazy. Insane.
It's been a crazy day.
Oh yeah, it has.
We're selling. I'm seeing.
Alrighty, guys. Back in the studio. got ourselves quite the setup. It has been an absolute, like a rotating, revolving door over here at the Dark Horse booth. I mean, people are buying baits like crazy. I've seen baits that I'm like, oh yeah, somebody's gonna buy that. These are gonna sell it, they're gone. Like, I'm pretty sure that the Bass Dope baby Alabama rig is gone. Like, it's sold out. So that's a good sign. And with that, you see a lot of like the Jigmaster stuff is going. People are really, really stoked about Dark Horse Tackle this year, and that is awesome. We're excited about that. This Dark Horse Tackle is great, you know? Let's take a minute to talk about Dark Horse Tackle. Why it's so unique and what's different. A lot of people immediately think with Dark Horse Tackle about the subscription box, which I 100% wholeheartedly understand. It's probably the first thing you're going to think of when it comes to Dark Horse Tackle. But that's only one part of it. Dark Horse Tackle and the booth is probably the best explanation of that is a bait shop. Ultimately, it's a bait shop. You have full access to it online. You can order the baits that you want specifically. But with the boxes, you can sample a few things too. So you have the choice of either building your own box where you go through their template and you choose a hard bait, a jig, a series of plastics, terminal, all kinds of stuff. Or you can go and just purchase a box for a previous month. So maybe you wanted to get the January box because you've heard so much about it. You can go and order that January box with all kinds of stuff right there. So you don't have to subscribe to it if you're afraid that like, oh, I'm going to forget. I'm going to get all these baits that I don't need. Number one, these aren't those types of baits. These are baits that you're going to want to at least tinker with to get to know the brands, to get to know the craftsmanship. But on top of that, like doing the subscription makes it easy on you. So anyway, darkhorsetackle.com. We love Dark Horse. They're a huge supporter of Jigs and Bigs. Their pro staff is absolutely amazing. The friendships that we've forged working with them has been absolutely nothing but like next level. So I'm gonna get off my high horse. We're gonna continue doing what we do here at the Columbus Fishing Expo. So here I am, I'm just walking around, and look who I stumbled upon. The man himself, Andrew Hayes from the Tackle Talk podcast. It was great to see Andrew, always is. So the day at the Expo Center was just absolutely insane, and we decided that we would all gather back at the Airbnb and order some dinner from a very interesting place recommended by the one and only Josh Chitwood of Dark Horse Tackle, a local guy who knew a thing. So we ordered from PJ's Sandwiches. This is crazy. Dude. I feel like I'm physically in front of my freaking main Instagram page right here.
Sub roll.
My mom makes a
sub roll for sure. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna read off the order in a second.
Old Bass Thumb.
I'm not gonna lie.
Thumbs up on the botanist.
That's what I want.
The edible has kicked.
It's really an appealing sound.
That's why I'm learning.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I'm doing cinematic.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I like it. I like the little skinematic. You know what I mean? Did you notice I did the slick change of the focus with my thumb?
Yes.
I'm a fucking Martin Scorsese of YouTube. I'm telling you.
Dude, Zach does the same shit when we like record. Like he'll be
like move. Dude, he pointed out the Star Wars transition on the little clip of the intro for the. Was that the December box? Zach. For those of you wondering what I'm talking about the Star Wars transition, I'm going to show you right here.
Fishing in December. Welcome to the December 2023 Weekend Warrior Box.
God, wasn't that just sexy as hell? Anyway, let's get back to the video.
That looks hella dope. All right. I got the PJ's Sandwiches order. Here we go. I got one fat Sloopy. I got one fat Caveman. I got a Smoking Hottie. I definitely got one fat Johnson. I got 2 Philly cheesesteaks with French fries and Pepsi. Way to be interesting.
Fuck you.
And I got one. And I got one fat bastard.
I'm sorry, dude. Listen. Diarrhea is a real thing. And you guys. might have to go to the corner store and snack for it.
We're back.
It's satisfying. I'm trying to build the space in our lives and nothing else is real. And it's like this
I just got a little bit of it, just a little bit. So explain this, Joe. You were in a Lifetime movie.
I was in a Lifetime movie as an extra. They had filmed the pool party scene at my best friend's parents' house. So he told me, he's like, come up, check it out. And I was just like behind the scenes checking it out. And they're like, you want to be in it? I was like, okay. That's actually a good story. So they had a ton of money and everything. So we're up there and they're like, okay, they grab another extra. This is gonna be your girlfriend, quote unquote. There's a lot that goes into it. And all you do is we had red Solo cups. It was like this big party scene. And they come in and they drop in polar seltzer. That was like the the stage hands that come and they just keep pouring. And they had a pool house. So I go, I was like, do you drink beer? To like this chick, and she's like, yeah. I go, cool. So I know there's always a keg going in the pool house.
Yeah.
So we walk over to the pool house, and because it was like 12 hours of filming, stupid scene. And so her and I got fucking smashed while doing this fucking scene, like to the point where like when you're an extra and you have to like look like you're talking, you're actually just like lipping. You're not actually saying anything or any noise. But it got to the point where we're like whispering and shit. And the sound guy's like, yo, you guys gotta chill.
You guys shut up.
We actually like ruined a couple scenes because they could hear us talking. So it was like 12 hours. The people aren't really famous or anything.
No.
It was a good time. Got a little bit of camera time, you know. And
so I can. All right, guys, I'm leaving the Airbnb now, heading over. This is the final day of the expo. It's gonna be an interesting day today because it's Super Bowl Sunday. So this will be fun to see what happens. There we go. We'll lock everything up, and we're gonna head over to the Expo Center now. I'm gonna grab a coffee on the way because your boy just needs one. And we'll see you guys. We'll see how today goes. I'm hoping to be able to get some of the Dark Horse team to sit in and play a little overrated, underrated with me with their hometowns.
Well, guys, it is a very different animal on Sunday here at the Expo versus Saturday. A lot more chill. We're getting a lot more opportunity to talk with some folks. Spoke with Wendell Fishing, which is pretty cool. We had Dave Urkey on to kind of do a little overrated, underrated segment. A lot of fun to be had, and I've got more of the Dark Horse Tackle team coming on to have a little bit of fun with their local and regional area. I'm going to go through probably tonight and do like shit that I'm leaving Columbus with, and I got some cool baits to show you guys. There is talk potentially that we might go out and fish today, like right after this is done, so fingers crossed. It's been a while. It was a wild day. It's not even 3 o'clock. There's people already taking like huge chunks of booths out of here, breaking things up. So time to pack it up. It's another successful Columbus Fishing Expo. And as it would turn out, the spot we were considering going to fish is iced up AF. Say la vie, let's pack her up. Okay, guys. So I had packed up and left the show, and on my way back, I encountered this. This was an apartment building right across the street from Oldfields, and they had pulled like 8 people out of this apartment building, arresting them. Cruisers, there were 3 or 4 of them that were blocking the entire street, and it was just a little insane to kind of see all of it go down. Now, I did record all of this footage, and I forgot to connect my mic, so there was no audio. This is why you're getting a voiceover right now. But yeah, they had traffic stopped here for, I mean, probably about 10 minutes total, and then things changed, and they put a few people in cruisers. You can see Oldfields right there on the corner. And they moved some folks around and opened things up so people could get by. But it was kind of wild, man. Columbus was out in full effect.
Boys, bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? When you were 8 and you had bad traits, you go to school and learn the golden rule. So why are you acting like a bloody fool? If you get hot, then you must get cool. Bad boys, what you gonna do? Or what you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? Or what you gonna do when they come for you? The chuck it on.
So here we are. These were the most hardcore ones. We got Zek, we got Josh, we got Nick, we got Dave and myself having dinner on the last night.
The hell is Gary?
Gary Calico.
Who?
Gary Calico?
Gary Calico. Is he cat?
No, he owns it.
Oh. Okay, so these are...
This is Gary's wharf.
This is Gary's wharf?
Yeah.
The Rusty Gary?
This is Gary's mod. That was him.
All right, so Gary's... We appreciate it.
Bobby, look, they crinkle it and everything.
I love that.
Bobby. Like a wine I've been holding on.
Should I just take a sip?
Ooh.
Should I just take a sip sight unseen?
Take a sip and tell us what you think it is.
That's...
Oh, Dave's done this before. There you go. Did you open it?
Peeled it like a banana.
I don't want to drink the fucking paper.
I didn't want to roll it off the edge. Touch it with my finger.
I think it's a High Life.
I'll bet it's a High Life.
If I had to guess, it's got to be a High Life. That's what I'm thinking. That's what it tastes like. Watch it be fucking NA. Oh, it is? Oh my God, dude.
The champagne of beers, baby.
The champagne of beers. And what a palate to pick up the nuance right away. Of the cheapest beer, yeah.
We like them though.
Get you a bag of ice pop.
Take it home.
Anything to declare?
It does not tax.
Border Patrol's gonna be like, that is good ice. You might as well take it. Nick, if you want, go ahead and get it. I'll carry it for you.
Are you aware of your body language, Nick?
I've had my arms crossed all day, and it's because I've been hungover for 2 days, and I'm really starting to feel it. But all day I've been having my arms crossed, and I know what I look like, and I just don't care.
It's
no, and like this is relaxed.
I feel like I fucked the photo like
Overrated, underrated. Overrated, underrated. Overrated,
Oh, that's magic. Alrighty, guys, jigs and friggin' bigs for another week, and we are recording this first segment here live on the expo floor here at the Columbus Fishing Expo. I got myself, Bobby Roast Beef, of course. I got Who the Fuck is Joe Brown in the house. And we have a little studio audience tonight, which is kind of nice. We've got the one and only Nick Deshane with us. St. Nick, a.k.a. who we're calling Bass Foam. And look at this. Imagine. We're back in the car after a crazy night last night. I am actually going back to the Airbnb. I just brought Dave, the Wolf of Walmart, to the airport to send him back out to the West Coast, sending Tupac back home. Biggie gave him a ride to the airport. You know, it's just the way we do. Man, I'm in that spot right here where, right across from Oldfields, where they arrested all those people yesterday in that video, in that clip that had no audio. I had to do a voiceover for it. Yeah. So right in front of that. And I'm headed back now. I'm going to help Zach pack up some of the stuff from the Airbnb. He's got all the Dark Horse inventory and everything in there. And he wanted to make sure it was secure. So it's all in there. I just want to make sure he's not having to load the truck on his own. And that says a lot, because I am not the guy who loves fucking loading in and fucking manual labor, but I'm here for my team. It's just after 8 o'clock. I got a long drive home, about 10 and a half hours. And, you know, just reflecting on a really amazing week with, or a really amazing expo. You know, these folks are my people, you know, and it seems like each year I seem to meet more folks that are just amazing. Last night was absolutely fantastic. We went out for dinner at a spot called the Rusty Bucket, which I guess is a little bit of a tradition for them. And we just, I don't know, it was an absolute freaking blast. So we went out there. We left with a bunch of drinks to go. I say we, it was actually Nick and Zach that left with 4 Long Island iced teas each to go. I did enjoy one of them because I felt like, you know, maybe they shouldn't be drinking all of these by themselves. Oh shit, Nick is already gone? Really? That makes things tricky. Oh, all right, well, it's a good thing I'm here. Yeah, we'll make sure we get Zach ready to go and everything. Unless they went, Zach was talking about like going to some local pond to check and see if there was open water, and I don't think so. It's 25 degrees this morning as I pulled into the house. So, all right, we'll see what's up. We're already in a much better situation than we were. We got coffee going, cleaning out the fridge. I got a few things, got some Celsius. That food's gotta go. Somebody's gotta take those Cokes. Yeah, all those leftovers gotta go. And there was only one trash bag in this Airbnb. So we're like cramming everything into like little shopping bags and running stuff out. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff we gotta load up in Zach's truck too. All the Dark Horse inventory there. All of that. I think there's even some more in the dining room, some cardboard boxes that have to go, but it's a lot, buddy. Hi, Janelle. All right, guys. We're on the way back home. Stopped off to grab a little something for breakfast from Sheetz and fuel up. I was really, really low on fuel, so that definitely had to happen. I figured I'd make it a stop, grab something to eat, and then make my way back home. But I'm going to wrap this video up right here, guys. I appreciate you following the channel, obviously, and listening to the podcast, and to everybody, the new friends that we made, at the expo, man. Stoked to have you on board, and appreciate all of the likes and follows everywhere and everything that's been going on, like Instagram and all the socials. You guys are absolutely awesome. 2025 is going to be an amazing year, and last year was an amazing year. The expo in Columbus was awesome. The friends that we made, the connections, the networking, the fellowship, like all of it working together was just absolutely out of this world. And this year was no different. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what 2025 has to offer. We're fueled up. I'm going to eat something, hit the road. I got the brand new Dream Theater album to dive into. First record with Mike Portnoy back on drums. I'm a little excited about that. It's a little bit, you guys don't give a shit about that, but that's fine. Because we're here, we support one another, and that's what I appreciate. As always, go ahead and give a like to this video if you like it. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't subscribed already. It does help. Kind of, if nothing else, it keeps me more motivated that people are actually paying attention. And of course, if there's anything in the video you've got questions about, or you want to weigh in an opinion or something, hit the comment section. We love that. We love that around here. We love engaging with you. Have a good one, everybody. We will see you next time. More Jigs and Bigs goodness going on, and much more for video adventures. We'll see you.